Episode 3, Geeta Mosquito and the Lotto Curse. This narrative is proudly brought to you by Police Speaks for You. At Police Speaks for You, we are committed to empowering individuals, especially those with disabilities or learning challenges, through innovative text to speech and voice recognition technology. Police Speaks for You is more than just software, it's a tool for self expression, connecting people with the world in meaningful ways. By blending the richness of history with cutting-edge technology, Holy Speaks for You demonstrates that every voice, whether preserving the past or shaping the future, has the potential to inspire. While we strive to make the story engaging, our primary focus is on storytelling itself. The visuals are secondary. We are showcasing the remarkable capabilities of text-to-speech software that bring these stories to life. So, remember when I won the lotto and became the undisputed queen of Chatsworth? Well, everything was going smoothly until, of course, it wasn't. I thought money would solve all my problems. I mean, who wouldn't, right? You win the lotto, you're rolling in cash, you buy everything you have ever dreamed of, and life becomes this non-stop parade of fancy parties, extra spicy samosas, and constant pampering. Well, let me tell you, the universe clearly had other plans. It started with the mysterious curse of the lotto. Here is the thing, the minute I cashed in that fat check, everything started going wrong. I should have seen the signs earlier, the sudden shortage of flour in my kitchen, I know, right? Who runs out of flour? The way Rajesh suddenly developed an unusual obsession with yoga. He can barely touch his toes, for heaven's sake. And, of course, Mrs. Patel's sudden interest in every decision I made, like she had become the ghost of Lotto past. But things really started to unravel when I found out that the samosa shop down the road, Suresh Samosa Emporium, was having a special promotion. You know what that means? A competition. Now, Suresh, bless his heart, is a bit of a troublemaker. And by bit, I mean he's a whole lot of trouble. He's always had this smug look on his face, like he's the top dog of Chatsworth's food scene. And here he was, suddenly throwing down a challenge, the Suresh Samosa Showdown. And guess who was the first to sign up? Yep, you guessed it. My good old best friend Shanti. Again. I couldn't believe it. Was the universe really conspiring against me? I had already defeated Shanti in the last samosa contest, so I figured, what's the harm in another round? Little did I know, this competition would be the most chaotic thing I'd ever been a part of. So, there I was, standing in my kitchen, mixing dough with extra love, when Rajesh came running in, holding a flyer for the Suresh Samosa Showdown. He looked at me, all excited, and said, Geeta, you've gotta enter this. I'm telling you, we will win again. I shook my head. Rajesh, we've already won. We're rolling in the dough. Pun absolutely intended, by the way. But Rajesh, being Rajesh, didn't get it. He was too busy planning his own victory speech in case I did win. He'd even started practicing his, I'm so proud of you, my wife is a genius, face in the mirror. I swear, he looked like a cartoon character with that expression. The competition was on, and I had to put on my game face. No more dilly-dallying. No more oops, I forgot the potatoes moments. This was serious. The day of the event arrived. I walked into Suresh's shop with a smile, wearing my apron that now had a golden glittery Lotto Queen label stitched on it. Oh, yeah, I was feeling myself. Shanti was there, of course, wearing a chef's hat like she was about to be crowned Chef of the Year. The crowd had gathered, and things were getting heated. Suresh was at the front of the shop, smirking like he'd already won. He had a table set up with the most bizarre ingredients, mango chutney, apricot jam, and, of course, the finest masala. Are you ready to lose, Geeta? Suresh asked, his grin wide. I took a deep breath. Let the samosas do the talking, Suresh, I said, rolling out my dough with the same finesse you'd expect from someone who would won a lotto jackpot. Shanti, on the other hand, was all business. Her samosas were shaped like tiny, perfect triangles, stuffed with ingredients so finely balanced, I could tell just by looking at them that she'd practiced these for years. But what did I have? Oh, only heaven in a bite. I filled my samosas with my secret ingredient, love, and a generous amount of chili powder. The crowd was already gathered around, and Rajesh was standing in the back, wearing a sign that read, I'm Geeta's #1 fan, which, by the way, totally embarrassed me. The clock was ticking, and I could feel the heat of competition. The samosa showdown had begun, and the aroma of spices and fried dough filled the air. People were biting into Shanti's samosas, nodding with approval. Then, they tried mine, and their eyes lit up. Geeta, said one of the judges, this is the best samosa I've ever had. Shanti's face turned green. She was not happy about that. I could practically see the steam coming out of her ears. Mrs. Patel, standing in the back, was watching with that usual judgmental stare. She whispered something to the judge, probably about my lack of formality in the dough-making process. But the crowd? The crowd was on my side. And with every bite of my samosas, I knew I had them. My secret was simple, heart, not technique. As the competition wrapped up, Suresh walked up to me and handed me the golden samosa trophy. It wasn't just for the best samosas, though. It was for the most entertaining performance. Geeta, he said, you may have won the taste test, but I will admit, you brought more drama than I expected. Well played. And just like that, I was the reigning champion of samosas again. As I walked out of the shop, trophy in hand, Rajesh was already clapping, shouting, that's my wife. Mrs. Patel even gave me a very hesitant thumbs up. And Shanti? Well, she was already plotting her revenge, but I had a feeling the next showdown would be just as spicy as this one. But let's be honest, nothing can beat the thrill of victory, and maybe a few more lotto wins for good measure. The end of episode 3. Stay tuned for more of Geeta's kitchen chaos, lotto luck, and a whole lot of spicy drama in the next episode. If you're enjoying this story, please remember to hit like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us continue creating content that educates and empowers. To learn more about South Africa's leading accessibility software and to support our dyslexic-friendly initiative, visit www.polyspeaks4u.co.za. Drop a comment if you want more information. Thank you for watching this video.